You got to be careful with that. Ike Stevens. Ike Stevens say I'm getting 18 an hour and time and a half after 8 hours. Man, nobody ain't worrying about your local crap. I ain't worrying. Ike Stevens, let me tell you something about that $18 an hour. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about this $18 an hour. As a truck driver, you're gonna have to work at least 50 hours a week. You're not working 40 hours a week. You're not. You're just not. It's a few jobs out there where you're working 40 hours a week, but most truck drivers, like, you can't even get down the road. You can't even get down the road in 8 hours. Once you get in your truck, once you come to work, punch in, go to your manager, get your loads for the day, and your manager tell you what you're gonna be doing for the day, and get in your truck, go hook to your trailer, you already 2-3 hours into your day. You know what I mean? Like, so most truck drivers are working 12, 13 hours a day. All right. So let's do 12 hours a day. Cause I ran local. I know the game. 12 hours a day times 18. You making $200 a day, $216 a day. You said you're getting time and a half, 18 times 1.5. Wait, hold on. Times 1.5. So you making 18 plus another half your rate. So you making 18 to what, $27 an hour after 8. And so 18 plus 9. So you're making $27 an hour after 8 hours. So if you do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so that's 4 hours of overtime per day. Let's see, 4 times 27, that'll be $100, right? And then the 8 hours is at the 18 plus the 100. So you're making about $250 a day. If you work 5 days a week times 5, you're grossing about $1,200-$1,300 a week, which isn't bad. Because when I drove local, I did about $1,200-$1,300 a week, anywhere from $1,000 to like $1,600 a week. $1,600 in a week when I drove local is like during the busy period, like this time, like June, July. When I'm working like 6 days and I'm working my full clock, full 14, 15 hours. Okay. I'm getting home dog tired, right? And so there are days where I did $300-$400 in a day. Okay. When I drove local, but $1,200-$1,300 a week, right? So you're doing about $1,200-$1,300 a week after taxes. Okay. $1,220. Okay, after taxes times point, because you're not getting per diem no more. Company drivers are no longer getting per diem no more. And so you're paying the full tax rate. So you got $250 in taxes. $1,220 minus $244. Now you got to pay medical. Medical, I don't know what company you at. So you're probably looking at about $30 a week, $20, $30, $40 a week. Who knows? You a married man, you got a family. So you probably looking at about, I don't know, maybe $100 a week, $50 a week, something, $60, $70 a week. Who knows? But just say a single guy driving local making $1,100-$1,200 a week minus, let's say $40 a week for medical. Let's see, $30 a week for medical. Minus $244 minus $30 minus, we just did medical and taxes. We ain't even do profit sharing and 401k and saving for retirement. So you probably take it home by $940 a week, just taxes and insurance. Okay. Now you may have some other stuff in there, child support. You might have United Way deduction, charitable contribution. United Way, like I worked at this company, they deducted like $1, $2, $3 out of my check to United Way. Okay, that's nothing. But medical insurance, what else? I mean, it's been a while since I've been a W-2 person, so I forgot all the deductions as a W-2. But let's just say $900 a week after taxes, which isn't bad. But the thing is, last week I did $5,300 last week. I did $5,300 last week. Gross. I worked 6 days last week. I did the video. My last video when I was going home that Saturday morning, I got home, it was like 11 o'clock. Every blue moon I'll get through the house, every blue moon, I can get through the house, but it just depends on what are you looking for out of your trucking career. And so last week I did about $5,300. My fuel was $1,100 last week. My truck is $1,200 a month. So, divide that by 4, that's $300 a week. 300 minus my trailer is $650 a month. So you divide that by 4, it's about $160 a week. Minus my insurance. Last week I netted $3,400. $3,400. So if we really trying to compare, if we really, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to, but when somebody come on my channel and trying to say, well, I make $18 an hour. Well, $3,400 versus $18 an hour. I don't know. So, I don't know. So it just depends. Like I drove local. I did the company driver stuff. I did all that. I've done all this stuff. I'm done with that. I'm trying to grow a business. That's what my mind is at. I'm not chasing company driver jobs. I'm just not doing it. Them company driver jobs are gonna be there. Okay? If I wanna close my authority, I can always get a company driver job. I can sign up for a job right now and have a job tomorrow. Have companies calling me tomorrow. Okay? There's plenty of jobs out there as a company driver. I'm not missing nothing. Okay? And so guys out here talking about the rates and stuff like that. Yeah, the rates are a little low, but I'm still making money, man. I'm still making it, man. I got money in the bank. I'm making money. $18 an hour as a company driver. I don't know, man. That's just not something. That's not something I'm really going after at the moment. So that's just not what I'm trying to do. So, but yeah. So when it comes to having your own truck, there's more responsibility and stuff like that. But when I die, I want to die knowing that I did something great. Okay? I just don't want to be the average guy with a job. Okay? Making 18, 19, $20 an hour. Everybody makes 18, 19. It's a lot of people. That's the average income in this country is 40. Let me Google it real quick. Average income Okay, I just Googled this. It's just easy Google. The 2007 median income per capita was $31,786,000 in 2017. The median income per capita was $48,150 in the United States. Okay, 48. The average income in the United States is $48,000 a year. $48,000 a year. Okay, $48,000 a year. Okay. Where I live at, I say the average rent where I live at is about, let's say about $900. Let's say $900 for rent. I say the average light bill, I say my light bill averages about $100 a month, or something like that. So your light bill, insurance. My insurance is, I got 2 cars. So for 2 cars, my insurance is $200 a month. $200 a month for insurance. My water bill is about $25 a month. Trying to think of some other bills. I mean, these are just basic bills. I mean, if you got a car, if your car is paid for, you don't have a car payment. But if your car isn't paid for, you got the average car note in the United States is I don't know, about $450 a month, $450. So we got about $1,700 in bills. That's just basic utility bills, housing bills. Okay, basic bills, just basic economics. And so $900 for rent, light, electric, what else? Water. I'm trying to think. Hold on, y'all. Insurance. Let me see. So we got $1,700 in basic utility bills. Okay, if you take home $950 a week times 4, that's $3,800 a month. $3,800 a month minus $1,700. That leaves you with $2,100 in a month. Okay. What about gas? You gotta put gas in your car. Okay, gas in your car. Let's do gas in your car. Let's say $100 a week. Put gas in your car. That's a little high, but I mean I'm being conservative. So $100 a week for gas minus, let's do, it's 4 weeks in a month. So I'm gonna do $100 a week times 4. That's $400 a week just for gas. Now we're down to $1,700. Now we got to eat. We got weekend money, going out to eat money, pocket money. And so let's say, you take your girlfriend or your wife out, you got kids and whatnot. And so say you taking your kids out, your wife or your girlfriend out, whoever, side chick, whatever you want to call it. You taking her out and you, let's budget about $100 a week for food. $100 a week for food minus another $400 in a month. Now we're down to $1,300. See how the money just trickling down? $1,300 in a month. Okay, $1,300. What else? What else we got to buy in a household? And we just talking about bare minimum. We ain't done nothing extra. We just regular life expenses. We ain't done nothing extra. Just bare bone, regular everyday life expenses. Water bill, food, gas. That's it. You know? And like, basically what we're talking about here is a mediocre lifestyle. $40,000, $50,000 a year is a mediocre lifestyle. To me, that's mediocre. To me, you know, I don't know. Like, it's nice to be able to just go pay cash for a nice car, a $20,000, $30,000 car at a dealership. Wouldn't it be just nice to pay cash for a car? Now, after all your bills and everything's paid for, in a whole month, you got $1,000 to $1,200 in a month to spend. Well, I don't want to say to spend, but you got $1,200, $1,300 a month left over. You got $1,200, $1,300 a month left over. In order to do anything extra outside of regular life stuff, working and paying bills, all you got is like $1,000 left over. And so when you look at these kind of numbers, to me, that's pitiful. That's pitiful. That ain't enough. That ain't enough money, man. That just ain't enough money. That ain't enough money. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's not enough money. I mean, I don't know. Ain't enough. It just ain't enough. I don't know what else to say. It's not enough. It's not enough. $18 an hour is not enough money. It's not enough. $40,000, $50,000 a year ain't enough money. It ain't enough. To come on my channel to brag about you making $18 an hour as a local truck driver, it ain't enough. It ain't enough. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I don't what? Like I'm 36 years old. Okay, I'm 36 years old. I got rental properties. I got a truck and trailer. There's no way in Green's earth you can't go buy a $50,000, $40,000 rental property making $18 an hour. You can't do it. You don't have enough money. You're not making enough. You need real money to go out here and make moves, to get out of the rat race, to get out of working class. $18 an hour is working class. It's working class. You're not making no money. You barely make enough money to like eat and pay bills and go on one trip out of the year. That's it. You have nothing to show for it. You don't have real estate paid for. You don't have no 401k plan. You don't have you don't have $500,000 in investments. You don't have nothing. $18 an hour is not going to save you. So for somebody to come on my channel and boast about $18 an hour, that's what I got to say to that. You're not making enough money. I made what you made in a month. I made it in a week. $18 an hour. I netted after expenses $3,500 in a week. What are we talking about? I can work 3 months and sit for 9 months of the year while you working the whole year to make what I make. Let's do the math. Okay, in 3 months, how many weeks is in 3 months? Say I do 3,500. 3,500 for what is that? 12 weeks. 3,500 in 12 weeks times 12. That's $42,000 a year. I made what you make. I made what you make in 3 months. In 3 months, I make what you make in a whole year. I mean, we ain't account for taxes, but I'm making a point here. I'm not wasting my time chasing no $18 an hour job, man. You can have that. I'm good. You can have that. You can have that. I don't pity you. I pity you. No. Are you kidding me? Man, go sit down somewhere with that $18 an hour junk, man. Get out of here, man. I pull one load and I make what you make in a whole week. This load right here is going 340 miles. It's paying $1,000. Okay? After fuel and expenses, I'll net maybe $600. Hold on, let me do the math. 350 miles times. No, hold on. 350 miles, my truck gets 7 miles to the gallon. 7.5 miles to the gallon. I'm gonna burn 46 gallons times 2.70 a gallon. I buy fuel. I just bought fuel for $2.65. Let me get the receipt because I know y'all don't believe me. Let me get the receipt. I get receipts. Okay. Here's the receipt. Here's the fuel receipt. Look, what that say? $2.65 a gallon. Unit cost $1.73. That's what I put. It was like 60 gallons. Okay, $2.65 a gallon. All right. This load is gonna cost me $226 for fuel. For my daily expenses, truck, trailer, insurance, and all that stuff, divided over the daily rate is about $200 a day. Plus 200, 126 plus my daily rate of 200. I gotta pay $326 to run this load. The load is paying $1,000 minus 326. I'm netting $675 on the load. Plus I get per diem because all these company drivers out here, they lost per diem. They're not getting per diem no more. So I'm actually making $675 plus $61 a day for per diem. I'm actually making $735. Of course, I gotta pay taxes. But with the real estate and the truck expenses, I'm keeping most of the money. I run one load and you work the whole week. I can run this one load and go home. Because I'll make $700. Like if you got a job making like $15 an hour, how much money is that? Like $800 a week? You know? You can have that $18 an hour, man. You can have it. You can have it. I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm trying to get to real money. I'm trying to get to real money. $18 an hour, you can have that, man. You can have it. You wasting your time like you laboring. You giving away all your time away for $18 an hour, $1,000 a week, $1,200 a week. You can have that, man. You can have it. You can have it. I'd rather make the $3,500 a week, $3,000 or $4,000 a week. Yes, it's more risk. Yes, I'm rich. Yeah, I know. But I don't have nobody bother me. I do what I want to do. I mean, but anyway, it's y'all got me into this rant. I was talking to young truck drivers getting in this business. I see you pass a question. Take you not a competent blindside back. Hey, you can call it whatever you want. If I back into a blindside spot and I hit something, are you gonna pay the insurance increase? Are you gonna pay the insurance claim? Are you gonna pay the deductible? No. So I'd rather take the safest route possible and not risking the chance of hitting something and getting an insurance claim. Because once you get that insurance claim, your insurance is gonna go up and it's gonna stay up. Just because you got in a hurry and you wanted to save 2 minutes. That don't make sense. Because you're trying to save 2 minutes. How are you gonna teach school and you can't blindside back? Ah, hush. It pays me $27. Man, y'all get out of here with this $27 an hour mess. Take into account boat truck payments, all that's good money. Comfort driver. Well, really it's not. Let me tell you why it's not. Truck drivers, I know a few old timers who've been in trucking. Long as I've been in trucking, truck drivers always made about $1,000 a week, $1,100. This industry haven't seen a raise in 30 years. Like I know old guys who've been in this business, and like the guys that I know made $1,000 a week in the 80s. You know what I mean? 1,100 a week in the 80s. And here it is, 2019, and guys are still making $1,200-1,300 a week. And so when you adjust for inflation and the cost of living and all these other variables, you're not really making no money. I mean, you know, to run up and down the road in a truck, you're not really making that much money. You know, and you don't get no tax deductions. You paying for everything. You get no business expense write-offs or nothing. Like you get no benefit of being a truck driver. So like, I like having the tax benefits. I like paying $1,000 a year in taxes. I like paying $2,000 a year in taxes. As a company driver, you making $40,000-50,000 a year. You getting taxed you getting taxed. You paying a high tax rate. You know, like last year, I only paid taxes on like $10,000. I only paid taxes on $10,000. You know, it's like, but then, you know, you talk to guys and like, you know, you talk to guys and they don't know no better. They don't know no better. That's why I be telling y'all to do your own taxes, you know. But when you don't know no better, you think $27 an hour is a whole bunch of money when it's not, because as a W-2 person, you get no write-offs. You get no write-offs. So you paying when you start making $50K a year, you paying the full tax on the money that you're making. You're not getting no money back. If you're single and one, that's it. You're not getting no deductions. Like I can make $50,000 and only have to pay taxes on 10. But as a W-2 person, W-2 truck driver, a W-2 truck driver can make $50,000 and have to pay taxes on 50. I can make 50 and only have to pay taxes on 10. But I be trying to tell y'all this stuff, but y'all don't get it. Like last year, I made $120,000, but only paid taxes on 10. Only paid taxes on 10. Enough said. We're done. Enough said. But I mean, you know, we're gonna have some guys in here. You know. How 18 plus an hour is bad. I mean, if you don't know, I mean, you got a lot to learn about how the world works and finances and money. I just explained it. So, think about it. If you're over the road in your truck over 80 hours a week, then you might get home. Well, I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for out of your life. If you want to get home, like, just think about it. Why go home? Just think about that mindset. Because a lot of y'all glorify being a local driver making $18, $20 an hour as if that's the shit, when it's not. Because I've done local. I've drove local for like 4 years out of my career. I've driven local, and I don't really like it. Like, I would like to be home, but I would like to be home to be able to enjoy it. But if you got to work all the doggone time, you're not home to enjoy it anyway. If you're working 12, 13 hours a day, you're not home. You home, but your mind ain't home. you like, y'all don't get what I'm saying here. Like, you home, but you're not really home. Because, like, you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you get to work at 7 o'clock, right? And then you work all day until it's dark. You get home, have a bite to eat, go to bed. You got to jump back up and do it again. And so working 12, 13, 14-hour shifts is local. That's not a good lifestyle, man. That's for the birds. And like when you over the road, right, and you out here, it's the same damn thing. And so, like, but you got a lot of guys, they glorifying like a lot of stuff. They don't understand what I'm saying. So, but that's my argument. We can work more than 60 hours. But I mean, I can tell I'm talking to a lot of rookie drivers in here. A lot of rookie drivers in here, because it's like, because I've done all kind of trucking situations, so my experience, precedes me. So that, I mean, is, them local, it's truck driving jobs everywhere. So I mean, it's jobs everywhere. So. Right. Because it's like, right. And see, Joshua Perkins, like a lot of guys, and see, I watched it. When I drove local, I worked next to guys. They got a Charger. They got a nice apartment. Apartment is $1,100-$1,200 a month. They got nice clothes on every week and all this stuff. And it's just like, you getting caught up in that mindset, you're going to get lost in it. And then you doing this stuff for 20, 30 years, you're going to have nothing to show for it. And so all this crap, because I bump into guys that's 50 years old still in the truck. They can't quit if they wanted to, because they busy. They because it's like the life of a local truck driver, you just get lost. You get lost in that, right? You go to work Monday through Friday, right? You punch in, punch out, you get your check, and you hang out on the weekend, and you just get in that repetitive cycle. It's boredom. You just get lost in it. And like, I mean, I feel lucky because I see the forest through the trees, and I didn't want to be that 50-year-old truck driver that don't have nothing to show for it, man. I don't want to have nothing to show for it. And so I decided to get my butt out of there because it wasn't doing nothing for me. It wasn't doing nothing for me. And like, guys be acting like $18, $19, $20, $25 an hour is the shit. Like, that's gonna, like, they made it. They made it, man. $25 an hour. I made it. You You working class. You a worker bee. You in the rat race, man. Like now, if your house is paid for, your cars is paid for, and you got $50,000 to $100,000 in the bank, you got a retirement plan, you got $500,000 in your retirement portfolio. Yeah, now working local is just something to do. You making $18 an hour, it's just icing on the cake. But you're not gonna sit here and tell me making $18, $20, $25 an hour is gonna save you, and you really gonna be proud of having something in your life. You really gonna feel proud of, oh man, I make $18 an hour, I make $1,200 a week, I make $4,000 a month. I can do this and that and the third. You can't do nothing with $3,000, $4,000 a month, man. That ain't no money. Tell me how long it's gonna take you up to buy. Tell me how long it takes you to save up and pay cash for a $15,000 car. I'll wait, cause it only takes me about a month or two. It don't take me about a month or two to save about $15,000. I can go pay cash for a car. I'll wait. You ain't making no money, man. Just think about it. Can you take off 6 months driving local? Because when you driving local as a W-2 guy, you depended on your vacation and your sick time, and whether your boss or your supervisor will let you off. Okay? Like, wouldn't it be nice to just be able to just take off 3 months and nobody not warning you and bothering you when you gonna come back to work? You know what I mean? Like, even some of the greatest jobs, you gotta worry about your bosses and supervisors looking for you coming back to work. Hey man, when you coming back to work? I'm like, man, get off my phone. I'll come back when I feel like coming back. And see, like guys, you got guys that's coming from a poor man mentality. That's where we at. I'm talking to guys that's got a poor man mentality. I'm talking to guys who satisfied making $40,000, $50,000 a year, man. That ain't no money. $40,000, $50,000 a year ain't no damn money, man. That ain't no money. It ain't no point in going home when you ain't got no money to go home for. What you going home for? As a man, it's my duty to go out here and conquer the world and be the warrior that I am. Okay? I need to go out here and conquer, not be a pussy and settle for $18 an hour and think that's just okay. No, I'm a warrior. I'm trying to go out here and conquer the world. That's the spirit and the mission of a man. That's what you need to have. You need to have the mission of masculinity to go out here and conquer the damn world, man. And see, the modern day man is so pussified. The modern day man is so pussified to just settle for $15,000, $20,000 an hour. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to be home. I get home every day. That's pussy talk, man. That's pussy talk. It's stuff that you need to be getting out here. You need to be a warrior and go out here and kill it and drag it home. You need to be trying to get to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. Leave this $18 an hour bullshit alone, man. Be a warrior and go out here and kill it. I'm trying to get out here and kill it. Okay, I did 100,000 last year. I'm trying to do 200,000. I'm trying to figure out how to do 200,000, how to do 300,000. I'm sitting here looking at my truck. It's okay. In order to do that, I'm gonna have to lease on guys. I'm gonna have to step my game up. Like every time when I be hearing guys talk about don't get your authority, be a company driver, get your $18 an hour, get your 30, 40 cents a mile. That's pussy man talk. What you being scared of? It's a lot of world out here to conquer. Be a warrior and go out here and conquer it. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm talking to guys that ain't nothing but a bunch of damn pussies. They want to go home every day. I want to go home. What you going home for? It's too much shit out here to do. It's real estate to buy. It's investments to buy. It's business to start out here. It's trucking companies to build out here. It's stuff that need to be done out here. There are problems in the world that need to be solved. You got to get out here and work. It's stuff that needs to be done. You're sitting around making your $18 an hour, coming home, watching the game and watching porn and watching the TV shows on Facebook, all this pussy man talk. It's pussy man. We got a lot of pussy men out here. That's just what it is. Lazy ass pussy men. $10 an hour, $15 an hour instead of going out here starting something big, okay? That's what I'm talking about. It's past the money, man. This is a spiritual movement that you got to get up and be a man and go out here and start something big, man. Don't let failure be an option. Failure ain't an option, man. You got to go out here and get it. Start a business, man. That's why I tell y'all to start a business. This is a spiritual movement. Okay? This is a spiritual movement. It's past the money, man. This is past the money. But I'm talking to a bunch of pussies. That's what I'm talking to. So guys are saying how great it is to make $18 an hour. Your spirits, like guys who selling for $18 an hour, their spirit is torn down. They don't have nothing driving them to something. You got to be driven to go get something, start something. It could be a trucking business, a barber shop, a painting business, Amazon, a warehouse business, a baking business. If you like to cook, start cooking a barbecue restaurant in your kitchen. You need to be on a mission to do something with your life, man. That's what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And like, this is what I'm talking about. All the men out here these days, the modern day men is dumbed down to pussies, man. That's why all the women out here, that's, you know, if you go on to like these women relationship forums, if y'all go out to these, if you go on to these women relationship forums, you hear all these men, all these women on here talking about, I can't find a real man. I'm looking for a real man. What they're talking about is that all these men out here, they're a bunch of pussies out here. You know what I mean? Like, you got these grown men sitting home, don't want to work, don't want to start nothing, don't want to grow a business, don't want to do nothing, just laying around and playing the Xbox all day long. That's what these women are talking about. The modern day man is corrupt. This is what I'm talking about. That's why I tell y'all, go start a business, go get a truck and trailer, get your authority. Because I know guys, the first thing they want to look at is the money. Yeah, money is part of it. You make a little bit more money. However, this is a spiritual movement for men to go out here and become a man and be a warrior out here. And go out here and kill it and drag it home, man. No woman is going to respect a man if he's out here, if he's sitting around settling for $10, $15 an hour. This is a spiritual thing, man. If your wife, girlfriend looks you in the face and be like, oh, babe, you're doing great. You making $18 an hour. You need to be telling her, I know it's good, babe, but I'm trying to get to $50 an hour. I'm trying to get to $30,000 an hour. Okay? Your woman needs to have total respect for you. And how you get your respect out of your woman is you become a warrior. You go out here and kill it and drag it home. That's how you do it. Yeah, she gonna complain. Yeah, she gonna nag you. Yeah, she gonna do that. But she'll be all right because you're gonna be out here killing it. Have y'all seen the movie Rocky? In the movie Rocky, check out the movie Rocky. In the movie Rocky, if y'all know what I'm talking about, it's a scene where Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, is telling I think his girlfriend, his wife don't want him to go, his girlfriend don't want Rocky to go fight. But Rocky's telling his girl, like, no, I gotta go do this. This is what I'm called to do. As a man, I gotta go do this. I know, babe, he kissed her. It's like, I know, babe, I know, but I gotta go do this. I got to go do this. And like, if you don't understand that dynamic, even when your woman is about to leave you, you go do it anyway, because you are called to do, to be a man. You go out here and be a warrior and kill it. And so, I mean, this goes way back to the medieval times of living with honor, living with dying by the sword, dying with honor. This is what this is all about. You don't want your life to be in vain. You don't want to die making $18 an hour. I want to die knowing that I had an empire. I had all this. I did all this. I did everything I can. I killed it and dragged it home. This is a spiritual movement, man. Leave that $18 an hour alone, man. Go out here and start something real, man. It could be anything. Find something, man, and you gotta find your calling to do something, man, and stop with this pussy money, this pussy spirit junk y'all got going on. $18 an hour. Don't sit down with that mess. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm ranting and raving, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Denzel say one of the best counselors instructor on YouTube, hands down, my opinion. That's right, man. Y'all need to share this video to all the guys out here, all the men in America. For all my men, you need to watch, you need to listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You know, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, it's just some stuff I read, because I've had like some ups and downs in life, and I went through some bad stuff in my life, and I just needed, I seeked out, some stuff in my life. I read some books, I did some counseling, and I sat down with a pastor, and it's just a lot of stuff I went through, and I just needed some help. I just needed help with some things in my life, and I find out that a man needs to have a mission in life. A man needs to have a vision. That's what makes the world go round. That's why, like, if you go back all the way through history, since the caveman days, men always led the world. That's it. Men always led the world, because men are moved by a mission. We get shit done. We start businesses. We build cities. We build corporations. We conquer countries. We go to war. We shed blood. I mean, that's what makes the world go round. A man makes the world go round. I know some women gonna be watching this video. Don't take it personal, but I just need you to understand the spirit past the emotional part of, oh yeah, a man is better than a woman. That's not what I'm saying. Women have a role, men have a role. And so men, that's why most of the time men, if you go back through history, men been presidents, prime ministers, kings, so on and so on. Men are CEOs. I mean, you can go on and on and on. And so that's all determined because men are masculine creatures, and we on a mission to conquer the world, man. And that's what we got to do. Every blue moon, you might find a woman in history that has conquered the world too, but it's rare. But most of the time, is men. And I'm not saying men is better than women. I'm just saying that's what makes the world go round. And so we have to keep this going. But I mean, you got these homosexuals running around, and it's just a lot of stuff going on. And the average man these days is being dragged down. The spirit idea of what it is to be a man is being dragged down. You know, like men are scared to do stuff, man. It's like you got a lot of men running around here scared to do stuff, scared to start a business, scared to get married, scared to do this, scared to do that. And it's just like, man, stop acting like a pussy and go out here and get some stuff done. I don't know where this video came from, but you know, cell phone bill. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. $1,000 after your regular everyday life expense, $1,000 a month ain't gonna cut it. It just ain't, bro. You talking to a brick wall. A slave mind will always be a slave. If a motherfucker can't pay you and 100 other driver 18, how much money you think that company making? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hush with LLC. That's what I'm talking about. With LLC is just one of them guys I'm talking about. Like with LLC, I'm not trying to poke fingers. I'm just trying to make an example. Your mindset is a I don't want to say a pussy, but it's the mindset it's not of a warrior. The mindset is not a warrior mindset. You can't sit here and tell me, okay, on the battlefield, you trying to tell me you gonna settle for like mediocre? No. On the battlefield, if you settling for mediocre, you're gonna get your head cut off. Okay? This is war out here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? You got this man pissed off yelling at the mic. Nah, I'm just trying to tell the truth. Because you got guys out here that ain't a bunch of pussies selling for $18 an hour. Think 40, 50,000 a year is the shit. Like they done made it. It's like, man, after taxes, man, you can't even afford to go buy a car. Come on, man. You can't even buy a house. You know what I mean? And see, like the thing is, y'all with a lot of women, see, like a lot of you guys that's got women and wives and stuff, you with the woman that love you so much, she ain't gonna tell you to your face that you a piece of shit. She ain't gonna tell you because she loves you. But you gotta know better as a man that shit ain't enough. That's what being a man is about. You gotta be the man of the household and say, you know, babe, I know this is good, but I want more. And see, she ain't gonna like it right then and there, but I tell you one thing, she gonna respect you. She gonna respect you. And see, as a man, respect goes a whole lot farther than you know, I mean, I'm just telling you how the dynamics works. That's how the dynamic works. You might live somewhere in the country. Right. I mean, Denzel 529, that's what I agree, man. Like $18 an hour, man, that's minimum wage. And see, the thing is like y'all think the government Y'all believe everything the government says. So if the government says minimum wage is $7-8 an hour, y'all run with that shit. But reality, minimum wage is the real true minimum wage is like $15 an hour. Because if you look at the cost and how much money you need to live, and if you dial everything back to the minimum amount of money that you need to live, that's minimum wage. And so, remember the number I had a while ago? So if rent is $900 plus insurance, light bills $100, water bill $25, cell phone bills is $60, water, lights, rent, gas. So say your basic expenses for the month is like $1,600 a month. Okay, 1,600 divided by 4, that's $400 a week. Divide that by 40. So, I mean, depending on what city you in, I would say the minimum wage is about 10, 11, 12 bucks an hour. That's real minimum wage right there. Maybe somewhere around there, 10, 11, 12 bucks an hour. That's minimum wage. And so you got to make 3-4 times that, because you got to make enough money for basic life expenses, plus make more money on top of that to save, to have a decent lifestyle, to be comfortable, to go on a trip and be happy with life as you doing it. Because, I mean, reality, if you're not giving yourself some downtime and going on a vacation or doing something fun that you enjoying, at least you need some money in there, a buffer, a cushion to keep you occupied while you're stacking up your situation. You know what I mean? Savings, a nest egg, or retirement. That's what I'm saying. It's real talk. Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm telling them. Right. Was out 5 days, gross 5,800. Take out 1,200 for fuel, insurance 300 a week, net 4,300. I'm home now. No truck trailer note. See, that's what I'm saying. You made a month's salary what it takes most people a month, 4, 5, 6 weeks to make. You know, it's an investment. It takes time to get there. You know, only did 3 months local driver for experience. I was out. Bro, you got too much sense for these clowns. Blindside backers for showboats, no risk man. That's what I be trying to tell them. Guys be acting like they can defy the laws of physics. You know, blindside is a skill you must be at least comfortable with doing in the event you absolutely have to. With LLC say, if you got kids to raise, you need to be home. No, I don't. I got a kid. I don't have to be home. No, I don't. That is a choice. Now, is it great to be home with your kids? Yeah, it's great to be home with your kids, no doubt. However, if you don't have $1 million in the bank, you can't afford to be home. That's just the reality. You're not a Trump. You're not a Trump family member. That's just the reality. You are a working class truck driver. That's what it is. You are a blue collar, working class truck driver. You need to go look in the mirror and look yourself in the mirror and understand the reality of that mirror. And just look in that mirror and say, yep, I'm a truck driver. Because you lying to yourself. And see, that's the thing. Guys be lying to themselves. Guys lie to themselves and be like, man, I can afford that Charger. I can afford that big old house. I can be home every day. And really, you don't. You really can't be home every day because you don't make no money. You don't make no money. That's just the reality, man. So, I mean, I got a kid, but the reality is that, okay, you gotta work for a living. And like the longer you stay in the working class rat race situation, you know, that's what it is. Your kid will be all right. You give your kid a little bit of attention, a phone call, a Skype, whatever, they'll be all right. They might have some issues, but if you're trying to find a perfect human being, a perfect human being don't exist. And so, and like guys be acting like being home is the best thing in the world. Ain't no point being home if you ain't got no money. Your wife, your girlfriend gonna be mad because she gotta pick up the bill all the time. You're not being a man, okay? Part of being a man is picking up the damn bill. But I know a lot of y'all don't get that, but that's part of being a man. Being a man, part of being a man is picking up the bill. Okay, your girlfriend, your wife, her spirit, a woman's spirit don't want to be responsible for picking up the bill. Okay, that's your job as a man. Okay, you need to run that household. You need to be in charge. You need to walk in the front door and bang your chest. I'm the man of the house, and that's how the game go. Okay, but I know I'm talking to a lot of guys that don't get that. And so I'm like a guy was saying, I'm talking to a brick wall. Yeah, I know I'm talking to a brick wall. Because, you know, what I'm talking about is masculine spiritual healing right here. That's what I'm talking about. Local versus OTR. Would you go local if you were a company or OT? It just depends on what you're looking for out of your career. So, I mean, if you just want a job and you don't look at the long-term effects of doing certain things in your career, because where you start off in your career is going to dictate where you're going to be 10 years from now in your career. You get what I'm saying? And so I would tell a guy to go over the road first. There's a lot of things that you need to learn, and there's a lot of things that get learned. It's a lot of things you learn as an over-the-road truck driver, and a lot of things you need to experience as an over-the-road truck driver that you're not going to learn driving local. So if you go local right out of truck driving school, which is very hard, more than likely you got to go over the road for a while, then go local. But if you just fortunate enough to be that guy to get a local job right out of truck driving school, and that's what you do for your whole trucking career, you missing out a whole lot of experience that you would gain, you know, being over the road. You know, so it just depends on what you're looking to get out of your career as a truck driver. See, let me explain it like this. Like what I was saying about being a man and getting in a truck and starting a business, that's part of the reason why I got my own truck and trailer. And more so, the reason why I got my own truck and trailer is because Getting my own truck and trailer is going to teach me a whole lot of stuff. I'm learning business management, taxes. I'm learning business. I mean, it's like I can go on and on of all the things that give me certain life skills that I wouldn't otherwise learn in other places, just being a company driver. There are things as an owner operator you would never learn as a company driver, okay? You just never would learn that stuff. And so, you know, learning how to manage money and I mean, just all kind of things. And like, when you become an older person, an older, wiser person, all that stuff that you learn, it puts you in a better place. So when life hits you with all these situations, you know how to deal with it. Okay? And so if you just want to be a local truck driver, get up in the morning, punch in, run your loads, punch out, and go home, hey, I mean, that'll be your life as a truck driver. But I tell guys to go get their own truck and trailer because there's a lot of things in this world that need to be learned as a man. And this is for my men. My channel, women watch my channel, but at the same time, this is for my men out here. I tell guys to go get their own truck and trailer, get their authority, because like I said before, it's part of the whole process of becoming a better man. That's what it's all about. V-Roy32. Nobody wants to be an entrepreneur. Right. And see, when you have somebody like a Jeff Bezos and you have like guys, Bill Gates, they come off as being weirdos because that whole spirit has been lost, you know? Everybody chasing jobs, you know, everybody chasing these doggone jobs. And so, and there becomes a point where the average person is spiritually lost. They're searching for something. You know, they're searching for something. I mean, it's like, because, I mean, having a job is great, but the thing is, it's like, if you don't give a fuck about what you do for a living, it's you just get bored with it. You punch in every day, you got to deal with somebody bothering you all day long, and it's for nothing. What are you doing this for? You know? And so when you got your own truck and trailer, when you run these loads, you run loads differently as a company driver. The purpose and the goal is different. Okay? If you got your own truck and trailer, when you pick up a load and you on the phone with a broker or you dealing with a customer, that relationship is different than you are with a company driver because there's no connection there. There's a spirit that's involved in that. You know? I would never go back to company driver. Yeah, I know they don't get it, but you know, I'm making good content. V-Roy32 said, with LLC, I got 4 boys, 13 to 7. I do OTR out 2 weeks and home for 2 weeks and still take home $9K after expenses. They have plenty of fun with me for them 2 weeks. That's what I be trying to tell them. Like, you know, like guys are just pussy, man. Like, just a lot of guys just got that pussy mindset. You know, you got to work hard at everything you do. If you're a father, you got to work hard at being a father. You can't be mediocre at being a father. And so guys who looking for that $18 an hour and being home every day and all that, they gonna have, everything that they touch is gonna be mediocre. Their job, their income, the money that they make, their relationship with their girl gonna be mediocre. Everything they do is they gonna half-ass everything. But see, if you're a business owner, you got your own truck and trailer, you're gonna do everything to 100%. Your relationship gonna be 100%. Your trucking business gonna run 100%. Your bills, your relationship, your wife, or your girlfriend gonna be 100%. Everything that you touch is gonna be 100%. That's the spiritual movement that I'm talking about. because there's a level of dignity that comes in when you running your truck. You know, when it's your truck, it's different when you're a company driver. And so the same thing if you're a father. When it's your kid, like it's like if you was to adopt a kid, right? You like I know myself, if I was to adopt a kid, I would treat that kid like a stepchild. I just would. I just know I would. But then if I have my own kid, like I know I would treat my own blood different than I treat a adopted kid. And so I use that analogy as far as like being a company driver and being an owner operator, or you know, etc. And so y'all getting it in here, man. Y'all getting it in. But I mean, this is a good topic, man. I was making $3,500 a month as a company driver working for FedEx. Now on up $3K a week. Do you think guys settle? Yeah, they do. Because it's like the regime has brainwashed guys to think that it's okay to make $1,000 a week. That's why the average pay for every time you talk to a guy out here, the average pay is $1,000 a week. Every time you talk to a guy, 900, 1,000, 1,100 a week, and guys will just settle for that. But it's okay because that makes more room for me. It makes more room for me to go out here and get it. All y'all stay home and get home. I'm gonna go over here and get this over here. Y'all talking about backing, talking about getting out and looking. With LLC say, so you abandon your family and slave on the road. If that's how you want to look at it, I guess so. But think about this: when have you read the Adam and Eve story? I mean the whole story, not just the one when they picking the fruit. I'm talking about the whole story when Adam and Eve had children. Okay, I mean you got to go way back in history and watch. If you go way back in history, watch and look at how the men conduct themselves. Okay, when, for example, you know, back in the African tribes, in the African kingdoms, when a young boy becomes a man and when a young boy becomes a man, the young boy will go out with his father and his you know, and the other warriors in the tribe to go out and learn how to become a man, right? I mean, we're talking about learning how to kill a wild boar, learn how to, learn how to pull wool from a sheep. I mean, all kind of things that, as becoming a man, you learn how to do. And so these young boys, they will go out into the woods for weeks, months at a time, and when he comes back, he's a man now. He got hair on his chest. He got feathers on his head. He's a young warrior. Have you watched the Shaka Zulu series? Watch that movie, man. Watch that whole trilogy, Shaka Zulu. Because I know a lot of y'all that watch me is black. So, I mean, you can watch Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones sets it off for you. I mean, it's like, see, the thing is, you look at it as abandoning your family. You're not abandoning your family. A man a young boy, a young buck, a young man leaving the nest to become a man, that's part of the whole process. And if you look at it as abandoning your family, you're not abandoning your family, man. It's a lot of honor and a lot of respect for a man to go out and kill it. But see, the thing is, a lot of women out here is brainwashing men to think that it's so bad to go on the road for about 2 or 3 months and build something, okay, and become a man and build something and bring something back home. Like a lot of women out here making men get these white collar pussy jobs sitting in the cubicle all day long. No man wants to do that. Real men want to come out here and kill it and drag it home. Real men want to go out here and shoot something, kill something, okay? Fight, okay? Why do you think men like football so much? I mean, that's the closest thing the modern day man has got to the barbaric days. That's the closest thing we got is football. I mean, that's the closest thing we got. I mean, because the average guy these days works in a cubicle, white collar job in the AC with a tie on. No man wants to do that. His spirit don't want to do that, man. No man wants to do that. And a lot of men don't even know. They don't even know what it is to be a man. They don't know. And so that's what I be talking about. And see, like, for somebody to say, oh, you abandon your family? No, man. You have to. This is your duty as a man to go out here and find yourself and become a man and then come back with some hair on your chest. Okay? I mean, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. For you should make a shirt saying, what you going home for? I'm going to write that down. Matter of fact, I'll write that down. Don't go home. What you going home for? What you going home for? Write that down. Yeah, write these ideas down. Guys say, going home for my kids. Man, you don't need to go home for your kids, man. That's some junk, man. That's some junk. I mean, you need to spend time with your kids, but I think, when guys be saying that, that's just an excuse for guys to be lazy. And, like for example, you ever ask somebody a question, right? And instead of saying no straight up, they don't want to do that, they come up with a dumbass excuse. They be like, nah, I can't pick you up at 5. I don't got no gas money. Or something like that. Instead of just telling you straight up, no, they don't want to do it, they just say, they make up some other excuse to get them out of the situation. That's what I'm talking about. So that, when a guy say, I'm going home for my kids, they're not saying they going home for their kids. They really saying they don't want to work hard, or they don't want to work, or they pussies. Now, the average guy is not going to call themselves a pussy, but that's what's going on. Instead of going out here busting it out and killing it, they make up some excuse. Man, I gotta go home because my kids. Your kids ain't worrying about you, man. Your kids ain't really worrying about you. I mean, really. I mean, you need to spend some time with them, but not the way that y'all make it out to be. I need to spend some time with my kids. Go be a warrior, man. Come out here and kill it. That's what you need to be doing. The world will be a lot better if you do that. Okay? But I know a lot of you guys don't know what I'm talking about. The 6 days I'm taking off starting Thursday are gonna be, the money is up. I decided to go in. I'll go back to work maybe Wednesday. I know, man, it's the best decision ever. You ain't got no reason to go home. I got a lot of reasons to go home, but I know that I can't let distractions confuse what my mission is. You with LLC, don't you understand what I'm saying? You got to write on the top of your page and say what your mission is. You got to put on the top of the page, what your mission is. That comes first. Everybody else comes second. And if you're a Christian, man, God comes first. God comes first, your mission, and everybody else comes second. Now, if you're not a Christian, man, your mission comes first. You as a man has a mission. Whatever it is your purpose is in life, you got a mission. That comes first before anybody. I don't care if you're married, got a girlfriend, you whatever. That mission comes first. The mission comes first. Everybody else comes second. Like, okay, the mission comes first. If you're married, your wife is second, and then maybe you breathing is third, and you getting something to eat is fourth, and some few other things. But the missions, that mission comes first. And see, what long as you got that mission first, everything else fall into place. Respect, love, all of that. All that stuff just falls into place. Okay? But a lot of y'all got the stuff in different orders. So a lot of you guys put your kids first and the mission way down here. A lot of you guys put going home. A lot of you guys put Facebook first, and like your wife is number 5 way down here. It's like, no, a lot of y'all got it all screwed up. Okay? You got to put stuff in the right order. Because if a man don't have purpose and mission, he can't have a wife. His wife is going to divorce him. He can't have kids. All that stuff, it don't, you got to have a mission and purpose. You, as a man, you got to be able to stand in a room and pound your chest and say, I own this room. This room is mine. You got to own it. But see, if you don't have a mission and purpose in life, all that other stuff, you never would get it. You never could obtain your true potential because you don't have a mission and purpose. I'm talking about the spiritual stuff. A lot of you guys don't understand the depth in what I'm talking about here. This is deep stuff, man. This is serious out here. See, I'm African by birth, so I understand exactly what 4-4 be talking about. That's what I'm trying to tell them. They don't get it. You got a lot of y'all that's watching me. Y'all guys, y'all got to go back to Africa. Now, you don't have to go to Africa, but you can read some books, watch some movies, get involved in some community stuff. I mean, like a lot of guys these days, they're not real men. Like they calling themselves real men. And I don't want to say like I'm the man, I'm the best man in the world, but these are things I'm learning. Okay, I'm trying to become a better man. Okay, and see, these are some things I found out that I learned, and I'm trying to adapt some of these these methods and systems to my life to be a better man. And so once you become a better man, find your mission and your purpose in life, you become a better husband, a better father, a better brother, you become a better employee if that's what you want to do. You become a better business owner. You become a better boss, supervisor. Everything comes into place because everybody around you, that aura of mission and purpose, it exudes out of you. You be like people be standing around you. You be like, man, you better get out of his way. He got mission and purpose. That boy on a mission. You get out his way and see everybody move out the way. You get a whole lot of respect when you got your mission and purpose. When you over here working and see, let me give you an example. When you over here working, right? You got a job, you got a business, you out here working 7 days. You working out here 7 days a week, 24 hours. Just say if you work 7 days a week, you running, working. You working. And see, people will move out your way because they see that you on a mission. And see, a lot of people get jealous. And if you stand back and watch, people will get jealous because they see you on a mission. They want what you got. They be like, damn, I want what he got. He got so much drive and mission. I want that. And see, you just pay attention with everybody standing around watching you. You be like, damn, I like this. And see, what I'm talking about, y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. Y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. So I'm trying to tell them. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button, man. What is considered specialized for drive-in? You know, I don't know. I mean, let me see. Specialized could be like them guys who haul cars in a drive-in. You know, because you got some of them drive-ins, they so specialized because it's like all they haul is like furniture, or you know, because they got them rollers on the floor. You can't put a pallet of you know, regular palletized freight on that. So like if you got I mean, I don't know. I mean, all I know, I got a drive-in, man, and I just pull freight. I mean, Libra King say, I'll call you back. Hell no. When the Libra King say, hell no. When they at home, they send them kids outside to play while they sit around and drink and go out with the boys getting drunk. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Guys talking about they going home and like they don't spend time with their kids anyway. When they come home, they send their kids outside. Boy, go on outside and play. You know what I'm talking about? For at his best right now. If any man chooses to stay home and raise their family, I got nothing but respect. It's easy not to be home and deal with the responsibilities. Okay, with LLC. Okay, this dude talking crazy. Okay, with LLC. Okay. I'm about to figure out how to open the laundromat and have it mostly automated. Lights on, lights come on, doors unlocked, all remotely. You know, I was looking at something like that myself. I mean, that's possible. It's a lot of laundromats that work like that. You know, a cashless system where you just use the tokens on the card and you issue out the cards and you have to deal with no cash. And everything is electronic, the doors, you know, closed. I mean, hell, you can have a 24-hour laundromat. Right. V-Roar 32. He talking about abandoning your family. Nobody talking about abandoning your family. Your family needs to understand what your mission is as a man. And so if you communicate that properly, your family should understand that it's part of your mission that you have to go out here and kill it and be the best man that you can, so you can come home and be a better father, husband, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. And so nobody say go out there for 10 years in truck. I'm saying you go out here and handle your business, but when it's time to go home, you go home, and the time is much more valuable than you half-assing it other time. But, you know, what guys say go home for my kids, but do they really? That's what I'm saying. Man, you should see my boy when I get home. I know. Right, I'm trying to tell him. But yeah, this video going on. I'm gonna run through these questions real quick. I'm not. Yeah, pawns on. And see, these guys like with LLC, he's a pawn. He's not like the general. He's not up there, the lieutenant, the general, and the sergeants that's actually making decisions on the battlefield. And like you can apply that to like a business owner, executive in a company. So everybody's got their position. And like guys like with LLC, he's a worker bee. He's a soldier. He just do what he's told. He don't get all that upper level stuff that all the big boys are doing, going out here making moves, being warriors, killing it, dragging it home. He don't get that stuff. See, guys like with LLC is getting slaughtered on the battlefield. He don't got no sense. You know, he don't got no intelligence to think past like what's really going on. And so, like a person like Wit LLC could be used real easy, like a pawn on a chessboard. And if you understand how chess is played, certain pieces on the chessboard, and so you got the certain pieces are to be used to protect your queen or protect your king. That's all the other pieces is the means to do it. And so like just like on the battlefield, man. It's just a means to do it. And so you got all these people that got good sense, intelligence to know how to use people and know how to use things in life to get stuff done. And these are the warriors of the world. Okay? But yeah, I'm trying to tell them. Y'all talking some good stuff in here. With LLC said I net 6,000 to 8,000 a month. He said, you ain't talking to me. Man, with LLC is all in good conversation, man, because I need you on my channel to bounce stuff off, and so we can have a good dialogue in here. You know, we can have good conversation and stuff. Libra King says a lion goes out on patrol the border of the territory they claim. He lives the lion is home to take care of the cubs. He don't play with the cubs. But when he come home, he's still the king. That's what I be trying to tell guys. You know, them kids gonna be all right. You know? My wife said, if it means she don't have to work, do your thing. That's what I'm saying. Mr. E. Holland, that's what I'm saying. That's what I be trying to say. It's just like we got men out here doing real men stuff out here. Okay. If your kids are starving at the house, that means you got to go out there on that road and get your money up. A man with the backbone is a dying breed. I know. Oh, man. I know. My daughter, she loves Chuck E. Cheese's, man. She loves some Chuck E. Cheese. And so that's what I do all the time. Like, I get my daughter, I just take her to Chuck E. Cheese and let her run around with Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, man. Do you think a lot more men should start a YouTube to put out different perspective? Yeah, I think so. But, you know, you're not the only one with your authority. Well, you the one with LLC, you the one talking about you leased on and you making more money than me. You get home every day making $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month and all that. You know, I'm just telling it. But hey, this video been going on for 2 hours, man. Let me get off of here. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I'll see y'all next time.